The process was pretty straightforward. I mean, the main thing is communication. Um, that's if it's collaborating on any level, it's always communication. And through that is when it gets strenuous and it's like when waiting for someone to reply or to send something back. Um, so some things that I learned was like, you kind of gotta give people deadlines sometimes. Like, not everyone's gonna honor it, but at least that you're treating yourself on with respect and on a schedule so you can knock this stuff out. And what I would do differently is yeah, I guess really just implementing more deadlines.
Yeah, basically what he said, just a little bit harder on the deadlines, communication, um, and obviously it's like a lot of people to manage. So just trying to like find a way to, reach out to everybody, ask them how they're doing, what they need help with, like just more representation on our end, not like here's a song, this is the original idea we had with it, do this. Yeah. I mean, we did a little bit of that, but it wasn't towards the end where we kind of started to learn like that's what we should have been doing.
Yeah. Real I'm gonna go back to communication, but I guess really asking people like, the reason I'm like stumbling over my words for this one a little bit is because like we had an idea of who would be great on each song, and like sometimes some people didn't feel like that they would do good on the song, and they did amazing. So I guess in incorporating their vision would kind of be like pushing them out of their comfort zone, at least with some. Like some were completely on go for the role that we thought that they best fit, but like others were, a little bit hesitant and then they knocked it out the park. So I guess it's just pushing out of the comfort zone. Is that's not really including their artistic vision, but at least it's showing their prowess.
Yeah, for us, to be honest with you, especially I know I'm feeling okay. Like this was an amazing song. Like we didn't give anybody a flow with
Mm-hmm.
Jackie's literally has production credits on it because like he produced the beat. Like we gave him what was it, the melody, and then he produced all the drums and then laid his vocals down on that. And then when we ran into an error, we actually gave the song back to Jackie's once Jay had laid his part down on it, and he just did his magic on it. Like we didn't have a vision for what we wanted him to do, and he did it, and like we really enjoyed it. So I mean, honestly, everybody kind of included their vision in some way, even if we don't see it now. They included their own vision in something in some way, shape, or form.
I say what influenced it. Like just if he wouldn't have laid it down, like his verse for the second part, I probably wouldn't have had no inspiration. I probably wouldn't have came where I came on the song. So I think like just bouncing ideas off body definitely.
I would say like the beat and like the vibe that it has is very similar to like the wave that's going on right now. It has its own flair and its own like taste to it, but it also fits in to what's popping. And then like also like what we said on the song, it also fits with like a lot of what's popular like in like pop culture, like in music in general, like in rap music. So I feel like that's where it stemmed from. A lot of other artists as well that use that similar style. And also it's every song we do, we're trying to engrave ourselves in pop culture as well. So yeah, that's how that song has to do with it.
This song took about, how long did it take? About, I want to say 2 months. It took about 2 months to make this song. And the hardest part was, uh, I,
Don't even laugh. Why you laugh? It's because they're supposed to. Let me say it.
Yeah.
Somebody was supposed to get on the song and they didn't get on the song. That's
Bro, y'all always.
yeah. We gonna throw them under the bus. That's what I'm saying. No names, no names.
No names though, but it's like, the hardest part was trying to execute the original plan with the song. That was the hardest part.
But I seen this quote on my phone. It said, "Shoot for the stars" or something like that. Some shoot high so you fall a little short, and you're not disappointed. And obviously, feeling okay did not disappoint. I turn up to that song like maybe 3 or 4 times a week. So
my favorite song on the album, personally, no bias.
Just saying. No, I'm saying no bias, but
no bias. I'll say, okay, the song took me literally up until the day of the studio session to create, which is probably a couple months then. But I mean, like the most difficult part, which is the reason why it took me so long, is I'm not used to being like given a specific beat to hop on. Like I'm used to like hearing like probably like 50 beats and probably picking like 3, scrapping 2, and actually using 1, if you get what I'm saying. So it's like to get 1 beat and to have to like I don't know, like I just knew that this project was gonna be something like dope. So I wanted to be a part of it. So like to feel like I have to be like on myself to like have to be able to get this verse done is like, that was the hardest part. But Kel God and me, Kel God came through, saved the day, helped me out, and we wrote that bitch in the stew, and then we got it out like that.
The hardest part was like articulating the idea and like fully just going in and believing in myself, because I'm an overthinker sometimes. I tend to overthink and I'm like, this line sounds fucking corny, and just scrap it, But with what I said, I was like, it's goofy in a sense, so let me just push it out. And it took me about like 5 days for both songs combined.
I want to say it started off as a plug song for real. Like Jackie's was originally on the song from the jump, like the bass idea. Like I know that it was supposed to be a plug song, and then what happened was we didn't get a verse, so we were like, yo, it would be hard if we did a beat switch in the song, and then we did the beat switch. Like, we didn't combine it together yet. We combined the beat switch at the end, and then it worked well because we didn't want it to be super. It starts out really chill. Everybody's vibing out to the song, and they're like, yo, he kind of going crazy, and then out of nowhere it's like boom, switches, high energy, show stomper.
Hell yeah.
So like, yeah, you go. Yeah, you say something. Yeah. My bad, bro.
No, I think this originally it was just a plug song with Jackie's on it, and then the song went through a bunch of renditions before there was even a beat to it. Like we had a whole bunch of different ideas before there was even a beat thought of. Like, so we had got 2 other people. It was going to be 4 people on that song, and but then things went down with them too, and then the third person was supposed to be on it, and issues occurred, so but Tyler had found this beat from Saint Zuri, and we were all listening to it, and we really liked it, and we were all wondering what to do with it. And we knew we had this Feeling Okay track before he was even called Feeling Okay. And we were like, man, I think the best thing that we could do was kind of like what Tyler was talking about was, I'm trying to think of the word, but kind of advert, if that's the word, advert expectations, make something where it's like, it's like, oh snap, this thing's pretty chill, this thing's pretty cool, da 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 da, and then boom, it goes into something totally different. And I really like the way the song came out now with just Jackie's and Laurent, because if we had kept it the way it was before, where we had 2 different people on the beat switch, then it would have felt like we were just using Jackie's on that plug part, and solely to I guess for the shock factor of it. But having Jackie's come back and did as great as a job as he did on the second beat was, I think it came full circle in it. So yeah, it kind of came through as producing the beat transition.
What we would do, we would clone Jay Laurent. Jay Lauren. We get into section
Yeah.
But like just the way I fuck with it, like the way he harmonized, like that shit was crazy.
Yeah, it was.
I appreciate that, bro. For real. See, I'm not gonna say such a humble answer. I'll say probably Trippie Redd, man. Like, no offense, Jackie's killed that whole. Like on the first part, you know, Jackie's you feature yourself up there. That's like all you. But like low key, the inspiration from my part came from Trippie a little bit, like just the way he floats on his shit. So
honestly, I don't even know. I don't know.
Yeah,
I mean, that's just that.
Not the original. You don't think the original feature?
No, I'm saying I mess with the original feature, but I just don't know. I don't know who I like have featured on it, like somebody extra.
I always wanted to know because I knew we had Catch on Young and Naive, but I wanted to know what he would have sounded like on Feeling Okay. So
that'd have been a little different.
Yeah,
but I mean, I like the way the song turned out. You know, I think it was perfect.
Most definitely.
At remix.
It was difficult at first, like I said, because I really couldn't come up with nothing. Like I had something in my head. The first verse I had sounded nowhere near like what it was. Like I was never even gonna say, "Bitch, I'm feeling okay." Like it was new phones, so I was about to say something about like getting a new phone type shit. So I don't know. I was about to say some shit like that, but I was like, nah. So like the day of, like that's all I was feeling. I was like, "Bitch, I'm feeling okay." And then fucking, you know, I had Kel in the studio with me. Thank God that day. And like I said, we went into like a back room the song before, and it took us like 10 minutes, and we just bounced back ideas back and forth and just like wrote it down. Went in the booth, and then I hit like one of the one take Drake type of situations. You know what I'm saying? Got that jump laid down quick. We only had like 30 minutes left in the session, so yeah.
Honestly,
it's pretty difficult. Just like pushing yourself out of your comfort zone. I really appreciate this opportunity because like I feel like sometimes I write the same things, so you know I had to come different this time. So like probably like an 8 out of 10. The difficulty.
I definitely feel you, bro. That made sense. Like you have to like the album definitely felt like it was something big. So I was like, I definitely got to stand out. So definitely had to think of something different to say. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That was a good point.
To be honest with you, I can't even remember. But I'm playing. Nah, so
hangs up.
Basically, when we had the idea, Jackie's was always like I just enjoy Jackie's sound. I've been listening to Jackie since like I'm gonna say 2019, or I listened to his beat that he made for 909 Memphis. I think it was Top Down. Correct me if I'm right. Yeah, it was Top Down. And I was like, who is this dude? Like Jackie's on the beat. Like that junk is so hard. So then I researched it. I seen that he also made music. And I was like, okay, let me check out his music. And his voice was like perfect. So I was like, why don't we get him to produce and, you know, lay down his own vocals? Because I feel like that'd be better. Like it gives him more of a like we were talking about, you know, we were able to include everybody's artistic vision. So I really made a decision on Jackie's part. Josh can talk about like how he kind of met Jay, because I met Jay through Josh.
I knew about Jay when I was I was still in high school, and I just knew about his music, and I'm not gonna lie, I don't know why, but I was kind of like a main reason I didn't. Well, hold on. First of all, I did contact Jay first, but I knew he was not gonna respond to me because what I said and how I like worded everything, it seemed so fake. Like on like all the people that were gonna be on the project. And the reach.
I'm not gonna lie. I sent that to like a couple people, bro. I was like, wait, hold on, y'all. This look real, bro.
Because I had to reach out to Ty Bro, and I was like, Ty Bro, can you tell Jay to check his Instagram and like, you know, tell him like it's actually legit, and I love him to have him on the project. And so that's really how that came apart. But originally I had Jay on something different where he was gonna I'm trying to think of the best way. It was the track originally that Jay was supposed to be on. Is kind of sounds like, I think it's Juggernaut by Tyler the Creator. Is that
Right.
the one?
It was
Whichever one that has Uzi on it.
Yeah.
No. It was a plug song. I think it was like with Grezzo on it. Was it with Grezzo on it?
No.
Didn't it start with like numbers or something?
Yeah, 20,001.
2001.
That's about
Yeah.
Tino. It was with Tino, but it was gonna be a song that like what I was gonna try and do was kind of like use you as Uzi in the song as like Tyler did on whatever song him and Tyler did with was Pharrell on it too?
Pharrell's on it, yeah.
Yeah. But
okay.
But then we just scaled down on some stuff so that we could, kind of for money reasons too, where we wanted to make sure everybody got paid something nice and not like
3 cents.
Yeah. But so yeah, and then the two people that we had on the beat switch part for, at the time the song was called New Phone, they had gone to a little kerfuffle, and I didn't want to
Kerfuffle.
And I didn't want to like be like, oh, I like this person better, so they're gonna stay on it and get this opportunity and you not. So I just kicked both of them to the curb until they settled their differences. And so then I was like, oh snap, they could do this. And then but even then, and I said this before, there's no disrespect at all. I knew Jay could do it, but Jay freaking blew my expectations out the park when he went in when he did it in the studio.
Oh no, yeah, I was definitely comfortable with the genre. Only thing out of the comfort zone was actually getting to writing it, but the genre is nothing new to me, I should say.
Yeah, I agree, definitely.
Oh hell yeah!
Of course. I mean, like I said, not like I said, but I met a couple new artists and producers, you know what I'm saying? I met Tyler, who is now starting to manage me. We're going to take this thing like steps, like leaps further than where it was, you know what I'm saying? So that definitely did change like my career as a whole, you know what I'm saying?
It's just like connecting with everybody right after. You just start attracting more people, more good music. Like, it's just that energy,
Yeah.
Like right after the album drop, that energy.
I was different, bro. Yeah.
Sure.
It's like all eyes were on us, like literally. Exactly. Oh, like I said, yeah, it just felt like all eyes were on us. Like the energy release that I got from it was, I think I have a video like 2 hours before of me just going crazy. I don't even know what I was doing. I was just like,
table. You talking about you on top of the table?
Oh yeah.
Was on it? No, not the table one, bro. It's 2 hours. Nobody's ever seen this. We gonna add it in a document.
Oh,
before the what's it called? Before
like 2 hours before
the release party?
Yeah. And I was just sitting there on my phone, like I was like, "Let's go!" Basically like that. But yeah, I was going crazy for real.
Yeah, I'm extremely satisfied with it. Even for me, it was a great way to meet a whole bunch of new artists and network and have something bigger to execute later that we can't get into too much details with it. But I'm extremely satisfied in the song and the artists on it and the journey that it took and everything. Yeah, the freaking song's amazing. It's a 100% ode to pop culture. And these guys were amazing, and everybody that made it, including me, did our thing.